Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Futbol Mundial, where this week we welcome the return of the people's champion, Michael McCubbin. I'm so happy to have you back.
Thanks, Zach. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be back as well, actually. Yeah. Today we have another legend returning to the game, a former Arsenal legend getting arrested, and a Barcelona legend potentially leaving the club. So many legends, so little time. Please get off me now, Zach. Please.
No.
Oh.
We begin proceedings in Mexico, where a second division team have had the pleasure of welcoming a footballing icon.
Yes, Dorados de Sinaloa,
Yeah, not too bad.
also known as the Great Fish, announced last week that Diego Maradona will be taking over as their new coach. He just got out of hospital about 3 weeks ago.
I know, mate. He's always on the move. Reports have yet to confirm whether Maradona's decision to take the job had anything to do with the local Sinaloa drugs cartel. I know, a little bit soon and probably not true. We won't jump to any conclusions. But the move has pissed off Dinamo Brest.
That's because the Belarusian side had signed the Argentinian as their director of football on a 3-year contract back in May. What is Maradona doing?
I mean, just a constant shouser, isn't he? Apparently, they were completely unaware of his move to Mexico. Why are we surprised? And the contract still stands, apparently.
Good God. Watch this space. It could get interesting very, very quickly. It always does, though, to be honest with him.
Yeah,
Diego.
it does, yeah. Always keeps us entertained.
Next
so
week,
good
he'll be
on you.
managing FDSC.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Now, they may have to put out a national team featuring a YouTuber and futsal players last week, but somehow Nicholas Bendtner has managed to bring even more controversy to Danish football. Fair play.
Shame on the whole country. That's because the former Arsenal man has got into a whole lot of trouble after getting into a fight with a taxi driver in Copenhagen.
Good God, the
Naughty
number one
boy.
rule on a night out, never moan at a taxi driver. Bendtner was arrested after the cabbie blamed him for a violent attack on Sunday morning, in which he apparently broke the guy's jaw. He spun it. He spun it. Good
Absolute
God.
animal. Absolute animal. But is it really that surprising? Because the once most deluded man in football was alleged to have drunkenly rubbed his penis on a taxi back in 2014, again in the Danish capital. And that time, apparently he called the victim a fat little pig and a little apparently. So, not a very nice man, clearly.
Whoa, good God, my
Yeah.
opinions have changed very quickly. Bendtner's club, Rosenborg, have said they are now investigating the incident while the driver is undergoing surgery in hospital. Good God, Bendtner. You know what, we're nicking it from VFN, mate. You're our idiot of the week.
No claps.
Yeah, that's right.
For this week's Out of Our League, we're heading over to Sweden to look at the Swedish Allsvenskan, thanks to XDFN Allen's suggestion.
Yes, big up, mate. Now, the league is moving into their final 10 games of the season, with AIK topping the table, leading by 5 points, and have yet to lose a game. They're doing the Gunners. They're going
doing it.
unbeaten.
Wow, big tribute to Arsene Wenger there. Anyway, the Allsvenskan has had 9 different teams win the division in the past 13 seasons, so a very competitive league, with last year's winners Malmo currently sitting in 4th, 10 points adrift.
Brazilian striker Paulinho, who's previously played for such high clubs like Inter Baku, Democrats and Al Dafra, is currently on 14 goals for BK Häcken, who he'd previously played for back in 2007 when he scored 37 goals in 3 years.
Ooh, great trivia from you there,
Great
Zach.
game, mate.
That came straight out of your brain, I bet.
Stat was, bring it on.
Yeah, exactly. But the league has also seen 3 of the newly promoted sides hit bottom of the relegation zone, where one side,
Good luck,
Roma Porcana, has managed to score 12 goals all season while conceding 45. Sounds all a bit boring, to be honest. Not gonna lie.
Not good. That's the Swedish league ticked off this season, but do you want us to cover your league next week? Let us know by using the hashtag #OutOfYourLeague in the comments below.
Yeah.
Over to China now, which is the soon-to-be home of a certain Gus Hiddink.
Yes, that's because the former Chelsea and Netherlands manager has been tasked with coaching the country's under-21 side in preparation for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Not that far away now, is it?
Good God. While this could be a logical move after all, he did deliver amazing results for South Korea, Australia and Russia. Hiddink's task is almighty though. China have never even won a match at an Olympic Games and have qualified just twice since 1948.
Ooh, almost like they're not great at football, isn't it?
Almost like they've tried very hard recently and not seen much success.
Well, give them a chance. In order to achieve the ultimate goal, he will have to lead them through a qualifying tournament in 18 months' time, in which the team will have to finish in the top 3 of the entire continent. Let's remember that includes Australia and South Korea, plus a load of other teams who are probably better than them.
Good luck to them, mate. They'll be crossing their fingers, toes, and grabbing a bit of Irish, if they can. Don't know what I said there. But anyway, the Dutchman won't be complaining. He's made a habit throughout his career of accepting lucrative job offers, and this one is no different, with a £3.6 million a year deal on the table. Good
Fair
God.
play to him. Not bad for a youth team job at all. I'm pretty sure he got paid like $2 million for like 2 months at Chelsea about 10 years ago. So there you go. But with Marcello Lippi in charge of the seniors, it looks like China are finally getting their act together in international football. But yeah, what do you guys reckon? Let us know down below. Just took Zach's bit of the script there.
Take it, I don't want it.
Yeah, the worst part, isn't it?
Now, from an outside perspective, it looks like all is well at Barcelona. They're top of the table and have already got a goal difference of +10 after just 3 games. Not bad for some, but behind the scenes, there are some serious concerns, Mikey.
Yeah, rather surprising as well, as these concerns are about Mr. Barca himself, Gerard Pique, who is apparently set for showdown talks. Yeah, that's right, showdown talks with the club this week.
Yes, that is because the board fear that the defender's off-field activities are getting in the way of his duty to the club. Mainly the fact that his media company produced the Antoine Griezmann La Decision video in which he announced he was staying at Atleti. Was that bad?
Oh, it was fine. Yeah, it was just funny.
Sorry, Spanish people.
Anyway, he was also caught driving without a valid licence 2 weeks ago and now travels to training on an electric bicycle. So, just doing his bit for the environment, but clearly the man is a liability. Got his mind on other things.
To be honest, when you're married to Shakira, I'd be a liability. God, why have I said that? Anyway, what do you think? Can you see Piqué having to leave Barcelona? Oh, God, what has this been? Let us know in the poll above. I've become terrible.
You should just leave, mate.
Oh,
you should just leave.
God. Leeds has ruined me, guys. Never go Leeds.
Yeah. Don't blame Leeds for your problems, mate. Finally, it's time for One to Watch, and thanks to Isaac Montoya Lopez's suggestion. Why are you doing that? Old now, old meme. No, I actually really like it. Anyway, we're staying in La Liga to have a look at Colombian striker Cucho Hernandez. Are you ready to carry on, Zach?
Oh, yeah, that's cool. The young forward is leading the line for newly promoted Huesca.
Yeah, that's right. That's
despite
perfect.
Having only turned 19 back in April, and has already made his mark on the league by scoring against Barcelona just over a week ago. I'm going insane.
You've got the giggles, mate, and
really
we're just going to have to carry on. But granted, that goal was the opening in an 8-2 loss to the Blaugrana, but the early signs suggest this could be a big season for the youngster.
Last term, El Cucho contributed to 22 goals in 35 games after joining the Aragon side from Watford on loan.
And if he can, Aragon, also part of Spain. It's, a little geography lesson for you all there. Anyway, if he can carry on this kind of form, who knows, we could be seeing him in the Premier League sooner rather than later. The guy is clearly very talented. But who should we cover next week? Let us know in the comments with the hashtag #1-2-watch.
So that's the end of Futbol Mundial for yet another week. If we've missed out any stories, make sure you're letting us know in the comments below. We read every single one of your comments, don't you, Michael?
We do.
Now, also make sure you're hitting us up on Instagram. The handles are right there. It's a big one this week. They'll be able to see Zach Jill's 21st birthday. You'll only see it on Instagram, so make sure you check it out.
It's going to be lit.
It's going to be something, that's for sure. Yeah. Anyway, Mikey, what else should the loyal fans of
they
EFD
should
be
go
doing?
and check out FDFC. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to that channel because it's going to be big this season. We're putting out weekly content over there. And our latest vid is Personal Mastermind with the one and only Dave Bautista of wrestling fame. Yeah, he's got a big new film out and he had a big old interview with Chris Hamill.
He did.
And go and check that out because it's very, very entertaining to watch. We're going to have another big one out this weekend as well, so keep your eyes out for that. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe here as well, and check you out next time. Check us out next time. See you next time.
Bye.
See you later. Next time, I'm going to wear my watch and I'm going to go 1, 2, watch. Sick.
You've heard it here first. This is the outfit.
No.
He's planned it for next week.
No, keep
He's
it a
planned
surprise.
it.
Keep it a surprise.